and thanks a lot for joining this launch event that we're going to launch the transportation goods by sea module, which is IMDG 4020 for the logistics sector today. I would like to welcome Sri Vinod Kumar Verma, Deputy General Director, DPIIT Logistics Division, Ministry of Commerce, as a chief guest. As Mr. Amritlal Meenaji, Special Secretary, Logistics Division, Ministry of Commerce, had some exigency and he had to attend a Cabinet Secretary meeting. So we would welcome Mr. Vinod Kumar Verma on behalf of the Logistics Division. Hearty welcome to you, sir. We'd also like to welcome Mr. Harish Lalwani, MD of Sun Logistics, for designing his entire course and getting it hosted in LSE website to benefit the industry as a whole. Thank you, Mr. Harish, and we formally welcome you, sir. And we would also welcome all the industry veterans participating for this launch event. We thank you so much for sparing your time and attending this event, and I'm sure this is going to benefit the industry on the whole. This initiative that LSE has embarked, which is demand-driven by the sector, and possibly this is the first of its kind program which is being launched in the country, apart from the IMDG. So you can all look forward for seeing many such programs, because as of now we are only launching it by sea. Possibly we'll be launching the same course for all the 12 subsectors as well. Thank you once again, and I would request Sri Vinod Kumar Verma, Deputy General Director, Logistics Division, DPIIT Ministry of Commerce, to formally launch this program, and I would request Mr. Vinod Kumar Verma to share his insights for the session. Mr. Vinod Kumar Verma, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ravikant, and all other participants. Our nation is rapidly growing and is an integral part of the global economy. With introduction of Gati Shakti mission, India will achieve never before seen logistic connectivity, efficiency, and speed. Pairing this logistic network with world-class logistic operators is the key to realize the growth and progress offered by the PM Gati Shakti mission, which is very near and dear to the present government. Dangerous good transportation is a specialized field of logistics where safety and training are of utmost importance. Indian chemical industry particularly are gaining global acceptance with every passing year, and industry is projected to grow at the rate of above 9% CAGR. We as a country need to ensure that we meet the highest standards of the chemical logistic supply chain to deliver the cargoes safely and efficiently. The transport logistic industry, to support this pace of growth, will definitely need skilled and trained personnel to accomplish our shared vision. It will be relevant to state that as of now, there is no certifying body for the dangerous good course in India. The Indian-based Logistic Skills Council, being the apex logistic industry body for assessment and certification of various courses under Ministry of Skill Development, Entrepreneurship and Logistic Division of Ministry of Commerce, DPIIT. This initiative is being launched in partnership with the logistic industry to benefit the logistics sector as a whole by ensuring the reduction of accidents and incidents caused by dangerous goods. In an effort to skill and upskill the member of logistics sector and create a safe supply chain for the country, the Logistics Sector Skill Council, in partnership with the industry named Messrs. Sun Logistic, is embarking to launch this course named as Transporting Dangerous Goods by Sea in online mode only. It covers several important topics, as I have been told: understanding the dangers associated with dangerous goods, fundamentals of packaging of dangerous goods, documentation requirements for the dangerous goods, marking, labeling, and placarding the regulation for the transporting the dangerous goods. Processes for separating and segregating the dangerous goods to ensure safety and compliance. The participants of this course on successful completion will receive a certification from LSC and MSD. The course covers the latest international regulation for the dangerous goods transport by sea and uses advanced graphics and animation to engage the students in learning process. Wishing the very best for the Logistics Sector Council, and now I announce the launch of this course named Transporting the Dangerous Goods by Sea. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your insights. And I would request the team to now launch the video and the course as insisted by Mr. Vinod Verma. Thank you once again, Mr. Vinod Verma, for sparing your valuable time in launching this course on behalf of Logistics Division. May I now request Mr. Shri Harish Lalwani, Joint Managing Director, Sun Logistics, to share his perspectives on the DG course, sir. Mr. Harish Lalwani, over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Mr. Ravikant. So, good evening, all. Respected Deputy Director General, Logistics Division, Mr. Vinod Kumar Verma, Chief Operating Officer, Logistics Sector Skill Council, Sri Ravikant Yamarthi, respected presidents, past presidents, managing committee members of all the associations, respected industrial leaders, specialists, colleagues in the logistics industry, friends. So let me start by thanking you for joining in this launch event of the e-learning course, Transporting Dangerous Goods by Sea. This is the IMDG code 4020 compliant, which is now a valid code. If we actually look at it, India as a country is now in the process of developing the best infrastructure and logistics. And for that, we need the best logistics services to complement its future growth. Of course, our Prime Minister's vision of Gati Shakti says it all. The key factor to training, especially in our industry, the dangerous goods, is safety. Now, safety increases efficiency as it will imbibe knowledge in oneself and finally leads to better outputs and lesser incidents. If you may know, the Bureau of Indian Standards is already in the process of setting up a BIS standard for transportation of dangerous goods. And the importance of this kind of transportation has been mentioned in various webinars, seminars, discussions of all associations of the apex industry bodies. The recent introduction of vanning surveys is also a positive move towards safety. Though vanning surveys have always been accepted globally, it has just been introduced in India. But again, the main part over here is to ensure that there is safety, things are properly packed, that nobody is going to get hurt, there is going to be no damage and no losses. We all know, the major shipping lines have their own DG desk manned by trained personnel. What we can do is by getting trained in such courses, make sure that our communication with the shipping lines is perfect. This would reduce the number of, days or delays in acceptances of cargo and ensure a faster throughput. If you Actually, see, the transportation of dangerous goods by sea is a course as per the IMDG code, Amendment 4020, designed to meet the training requirements as stated in the IMDG code. In short, it states that all shore personnel involved in the logistics of dangerous goods should be trained according and depending on their job profile. While training is mandatory, it is also important for us to be trained, for us to understand that, once we get in touch with the other members of when we are doing such kind of transportation, what do we need to discuss? How do we need to communicate with each other? The course is relevant for, the general personnel who require working knowledge in the IMDG code. It's apt for, logistics personnel who are handling dangerous cargoes, whether it is booking, customer support, DG declaration, packaging, segregation, transportation, irrespective whether you are a shipping line, freight forwarder, NVOCC, CFS, shipper, manufacturer, exporter, custom broker, or any such stakeholder in the supply chain. I would like to mention that, it is courses like this which is in line with our training requirements today. And I would recommend and encourage everyone and anyone connected with dangerous goods transportation to get trained and certified. Before I hand over to the next speaker, I would like to thank Axis Technologies, who have been our partners and who is one of the leading organizations in training of dangerous goods on a global forum. Thank you, Axis Technologies. I would also like to thank ANTOY, its presidents, past presidents, and all the managing committees, all the association dignitaries, experts, and friends who are here. Last but not the least, LSC for their confidence in our organization. Please, thank you very much. Take care. All stay safe. Namaste. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Harish. Thank you for mooting this idea and envisaging this. And it's 2 years effort that today we are seeing the result. If it wasn't you, possibly this wouldn't have started today. And thank you so much, Mr. Harish Lalwani. Now, may I request Mr. Shantanu Bhatkankar, President, Indian Logistics Guild, to share his insights on this course, sir.
Well, at the outset, I'm proud that I'm governing council member of Logistics Skill Council, and I'm proud to be part of this launch. So congrats everyone. I'm patting my back, but equally I'm patting back of all my colleagues. See, I was part of advisory body of dangerous goods in FIATA, which is Europe dominated, but it's a global body. And one of the issue I saw is the government's role is not limited to regulation. It is very much about creation of the ecosystem for training, ecosystem for alternative routes, ecosystem for creating every infrastructure that is necessary for handling chemicals, not just dangerous goods. In fact, this course everybody should attend, because unless you get trained, you don't know that you are handling dangerous goods. So it's not just those who specialize in handling need to attend. Other issue I would like to mention with emphasis is we should be wary about over-regulation. In fact, I continued in this committee in spite of having several eminent figures of FIATA, because I was the brake which was applying over-regulation. And in one of the cases, it so happened that expectations from drivers were so high that even the firemen were not trained to deal with chemicals to that extent. So we have to have a good balance of training and who should do the work. Like a driver should be a good driver and a fireman should be a good fireman. And we can't make drivers as firemen, otherwise you can't get anything. I'm also proud that Harish is part of this initiative. He's my fellow committee member in AMTOY. And I'm not saying that I'm happy and proud that he is doing it. He's the best, and I know it by experience of participation. With this, I once again appreciate for the entire leadership team of Logistics Skill Council for taking this initiative. I'm absolutely certain it will be a successful episode, and we will take full support from ILG and all 16 associations which are members of UMTOY to have a wholehearted participation in this. Thanks again, and back to you, Mr. Ravikant. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shantanu, for your encouraging words, sir. A message from you is always important for the Logistics Technical Council. As always, we take it. Now I request Mr. Ramesh Venkat, Head Industry Partnerships Logistics Technical Council, to offer the closing remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ravikant, and it's truly been a honor, privilege, and pleasure. We are totally delighted to have all of you for this launch program. So this has been quite deliberated in the past, and today launching of transportation of dangerous goods by sea IMDG 4020 is a reality. And thanks to all the stakeholders, and I would like to thank each of the individuals behind. Personally, this has been a point of debate in national logistic policy pre-pandemic, in LSC's governing council meetings, various industry summits, seminars, webinars, workshops, to launch such a program for DG Goods. We at LSC, along with the various stakeholders, have embarked for this industry-led and maritime logistics demand-driven program. And now we have launched it. And we many thanks and appreciate for taking time off to attend this launch program. We wish to thank and place our sincere gratitude to Sri Amritlal Meenaji, Special Secretary Logistics, who couldn't come due to exigency. And our special thanks to Sri Vinod Kumar Vermaji, Deputy Director General DPIT, Logistic Division, Sri Harish Lalwani ji and Mr. Siddhant Lalwani of Sun Logistics for designing, enabling, and digitizing this course contents to the fraternity. Also like to place on record our sincere thanks to Axis, the UK-based, the content developer, who's a principal, for stepping forward to share this much sought after global's best DG course to the shores of India. These courses already are in vogue in 68 countries globally. We'd like to thank our IT team and logistic learning management system platform that we've embarked on. The team who had worked, and burnt midnight oil in launching this. Our sincere thanks for participation from Sri Shankar Shinde ji. Special thanks to Sri Shantanu Badgaonkar ji. And we truly appreciate your kind words. Our special thanks to Umesh Groverji, Secretary General, CFSAI. Our special thanks to Sri Zeris Master, President AMTOY. Special thanks to Mr. Shankar of Indian Chemical Council. And we also like to thank all the industry apex bodies, logistic professionals, industry partners, associations, federations, friends, and dignitaries for their participation for the launch of the transportation of dangerous goods by sea. This covers important aspects, faces the IMDG 4020 nomenclatures. Like all the speakers said, the focus will be on safety for the stowage and segregation, consignment process and procedures, packing classifications, documentation, especially in the DG goods, for the materials safety data sheets with the breakdown on components and substances. So this needs a lot of education on dangerous goods with compliance, placarding, labeling, and ensuring safety of DG, with which will help in getting faster throughputs and help in loss prevention. Post doing the course, the learners, the participants will also receive a certification from LSC and MSDE, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, upon successful completion of the course, which is the very first kind to educate the logistic industries, and especially on the shore front, on the maritime. So this courses would cover and will be auguring port terminals, ICD, CFS, including waterways, inland waterways. And most importantly, this is being pitched at a very affordable cost of 5,310 rupees, inclusive of GST. If you look at these kind of programs globally, it costs upwards of 15,000-20,000 rupees. And I also request all the participants to log on to our website, www.edc.lsc-india.org. I repeat, www.edc.lsc-india.org. We would, this program would immensely augur in supporting informed decision making on insurance, risk assessments, global compliance, and regulatory, while enhancing time, cost to market, and to the customers. This course is sector agnostic to all dangerous goods for manufacturing and trading in India. These are aimed at formally educating Indian logistics fraternity at large, especially with especially with very many initiatives like our Honorable Prime Minister's Gati Shakti program, Sagarmala, Bharatmala initiatives, inland waterways, and as you all know that there is a lot of modernization of infrastructural reforms in all the major and minor ports that is happening, and also in liquid logistics, especially for the chemical industries, like Mr. Vinod Verma remarked. This is going to be a shot in the arm for logistic trade facilitation and a program catering to the functions of World Trade Organization and other international bodies and groups functioning in the field of development of world trade from the goods transported by sea. I now thank one and all again and wish to launch many such online dangerous goods program and courses for road, rail, and other 12 logistics subsectors in the days to come. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. Thank you. Bye-bye, sir. Congratulations, Harish ji, and many thanks, Shantanu ji.
Yeah, pleasure. I think it will be a wonderful program, and I'm sure we will make a mark of our own.
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
So
Thank
much.
you, Mr.
Thanks a
Shantanu.
lot.
Thanks
Thanks a
all,
lot.
as always. You are the pillar of support for LSC and as a governing council as well. Thank you so much once again, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.